right, let's check this out real quick. Apparently, this is a brand new MMO I've never heard of. Just got revealed 2 days ago. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on here. See if it's any good. By the way, if you didn't know, this is called PAX Day. Day? Is it day or D? Or D? I don't know. Survival MMO? It's Unreal Engine MMO. Automatically going to be gorgeous.
Exploring this vast and wondrous world. Its treasures call out to be discovered. Its ancient secrets beckon us ever deeper into the unknown.
Very cinematic.
The further we journey from the safety of the light, the greater the rewards and the dangers. This world, it is
that
for
thing?
us. Here, together.
Next,
Build ourselves a
the next gen MMO graphics are about to be insane, man. Next gen MMO graphics are about to be insane. What world will you make? So, I mean, it's interesting. It doesn't tell us anything about the game. It does show us that it's pretty in Unreal Engine, which, no offense to the game, it's like everybody can make a pretty MMO in Unreal Engine now. So, but it does look cool. It does look cool. Let's see. Check out the other link. Okay. What was the other link here? Okay. What's this? 8 minutes. Okay, we can see about
our professional careers today.
see what's going on here.
And that's why everyone on the team is building this game, because this is the game that we've been wanting to play for a very long time.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about this project for 20 years almost.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We feel we're creating a common dream here, which is bigger than our own.
Does look gorgeous though, man. It's
PAX Day is very much what you want.
It's gonna be crazy.
It's a world.
survival
It's a place
MMO.
which-
What survival MMO is your favorite survival MMO that's out right now? Got an ESO already existing if you need a medieval. Yeah, that's what we are kind of saying a second ago. Is like medieval. It's like totally like it's definitely it's not exactly underrepresented in the MMO market. These are some good old Blizz and Eve devs, so they have tons of knowledge. Oh, really? They've got Blizzard and Eve devs? Oh, interesting. Okay, it's getting more interesting by the second. Conan Exiles, but it's not a true MMO. Yeah, I haven't really found any I like Conan Exiles. Yeah. So it's not, it might not be like an MMO in like the like MMORPG sense, but more of like a more like survival MMO. Yeah. Okay.
which is real, feels real. It's always there, but most importantly, you're there with other people. And that's really what the sandbox is all about. It is about maximizing human interaction in a meaningful way. And we feel, you know, this is the holy grail in MMO design.
So the name of the game, PAX Day,
Day.
We're calling the Divine Peace, and it's based on around the idea that the way we're constructing the world is, as a new player, you start in what we're calling the Heartlands. So these are safe valleys in which you're allowed to build with your friends and form the communities and do a lot of crafting and have your villages in. And
Fun fact, my name was Pax in a bunch of games before. I used to go by PAX. It feels way more immersive when you add the fact that you need to eat and sleep in a game. Absolutely, that can. It's a different mechanic. It's a different system. You know, it can be very, very immersive for sure. Praise Bank, okay.
These are like the peaceful areas that are guaranteed to like not be very dangerous. So you're going to be in relative safety when you're in these areas.
So we have modularity built in how we do the visuals of it. The good thing about doing it that way is that we also then give players in the crafting part of our game a lot of flexibility and customizability. And we're pushing this very, very far for PAX Day.
For the player, we offer a character which has multiple different layers. So depending on what type of game you as a player want to play, you can combine these items which have specific stats.
The thing that I'm most proud about this game is the procedural costume and surface generator that I made for character art, which is a procedural way of controlling the metals and leathers in the game, how they behave and how they look.
All of it is
Crazy.
meant to at least be to some extent historically accurate. It goes extremely in depth and it offers a lot of visual variety.
You can then choose to go on adventures and like exit the Heartlands and start go exploring and go to like PvE adventures that are much more dangerous and like experience PvP when you're outside the valleys and you're basically.
Okay, what do we got here? We've got 1, 2, 3. They put the alpha footage right over like the thing you want to look at. Come on now. You got potion on 7. That's not practical. How are you gonna use that, dude? Who's reaching for 7? Okay, we've got this potion symbol. This looks like fork and knife. So this is like where you put foods, potions, health, stamina. Chat, reply, tell, aiming. Okay. All right.
Not protected by the divine peace.
What we have done is harvested a lot of myths and fables from stories around the world and implement them in our own way.
Magic is real. Ghosts are real. The extent of knowledge is not known. And this basically plays onto our built-in instincts as humans. You know, we like home, we like cozy, but we're still curious about the darkness, you know, and we also want to experience adventure and danger at some time.
There's more in this world than it might seem at first, and that also provides the sort of progression into the game. Like the further you head out, the increasing the dangers and also the rewards would be.
I think it will take a very long time if you want to really explore everything of the world. But yeah, it's going to be super big.
So it's going to have a massive world.
We're using Unreal Engine 5, and this allows us to do incredibly vast worlds in incredible details.
We have this semi-procedural.
Yeah, remember we were watching the thing yesterday and it said Unreal Engine 4 was, you could have a world that was 22 kilometers. And if you went to Unreal Engine 5, you could have a world that was 88 million kilometers. So from 22 full stop, yeah, to 5.1, you could have 88 million. What the dude? 5.1 is just wild. It's just crazy.
Approach where
the size of the world that you can have.
The interesting and important decisions, and then the computer fills out the rest.
You can change things in a really large scale in a matter of seconds.
Striking that right balance between areas that are nice to play in, but have those cool views and epic views of the mountains.
A pretty world means Jack, if your gameplay sucks. Oh, 100%. Yeah, I mean, you could have the prettiest MMO ever, but if there isn't substance to the systems, like nobody's going to care, nobody's going to want to play it. And then we're going to see a lot of that with, you know, Unreal Engine 5 and 5.1 coming out and people building all of these MMOs in it. We're already seeing footage. I mean, every MMO that pops a trailer out right now in Unreal Engine 5 is just gorgeous by our standards right now. It just looks gorgeous, right? And it's not gonna be great. New World was amazing, dude. New World's great. It had a rough launch full of bugs, but the systems are very deep, very complex, tons of crafting, tons of levels of all of that stuff. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I disagree fully. If I want to see a pretty world, I'll just go to my backyard. Yeah. Well, I think that a pretty world isn't for nothing. I think that, a pretty world adds a lot for sure. I think it adds a lot, like imagine running around in ESO with these graphics. It would just be that much better, right? It would definitely add to the immersion, if you had this kind of foliage, this kind of lighting and this many polygons on your screen. It'd be cool. ESO's great. ESO that looked like this would just be better, What up,
Currently, we're
Kegris?
focusing on the PC platform, and we're focusing on launching it on Steam. We're also working on multi-platform. We have the game working for other platforms, and we already have prototypes of that, but the current focus is the PC launch on Steam. The ultimate idea is that we want the game to be playable from any device. It's a way to casually engage with the game, maybe at work or in the car, and it's very handy to be able to do this from any device, like a mobile device.
I have never owned a gaming PC, and I have always admired the beautiful worlds that PC players get to experience, and this is my chance actually as a more casual gamer to join in on the fun together with the core MMO players, having my own little niche thing to do in the world of Pax Day.
So if you like games that look similar...
What was the thing she was going to do? Did they say it's going to be available on console? If ESO looked like this, you'd have an addiction. Yeah, well, and that's what's going to happen. There's fine, like one of these MMOs that looks gorgeous. One of them is going to be good. One of them is actually going to be a good game. Thank you. I'm curious which one it's going to be. Gaming company rep. I have never owned a gaming PC. Oh, that was like the Diablo 4 developer that said, he was a console main, and all the PC players were like, oh no, it's it doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean it's bad just because someone plays on console. It's okay. It could still be perfectly good. At some point, the divide between PC and console is going to be small enough where you can still make a game that doesn't have very many concessions to the UI and everything else. Thoughts on Throne of Liberty? Looks very interesting, Man Cave. I'm really curious about it, and it's made by NCSoft, who's a company that's got a habit of making incredibly beautiful MMOs, quality MMOs that are, maybe not the best monetization attached to them, to put it nicely. And so a lot of them, they don't do so well over here. So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle Throne and Liberty in the West this time around. They've spent like 12 years on the game. So they don't want to mess it up, but we'll see.
But like never experienced that in the context of MMOs, I'm hoping that this game is going to be the one for you that actually breaks the barrier and you want to join an MMO.
It's both for very casual and very hardcore. And the beauty is when we have these two playstyles meet, that's where the magic happens, because they will need each other.
So experienced players can support new players, and new players can just get new gear and join their friends in an adventure.
As a solo player or as a casual player, you can provide like an incredible amount to a casual player.
Like, look at this. Look how crazy immersive that looks. That is nuts, man. That's just nuts. That's like an MMO footage. Yet to be proven that this will run really like super stable in an MMO setting with tons of people around, but pretty crazy, dude. Yeah. What is this? You just got here. This is a game called Pax Day. It's Unreal Engine 5 MMO that was just kind of announced 2 days ago, and it looks stinky. How does it look stinky? What do you mean? It looks gorgeous. Looks absolutely stunning, but every game that they announced on Unreal Engine right now looks stunning. It's like if you said this was a little bit of footage from Ashes of Creation right now, most people would believe you, right? You're starting to see these beautiful MMOs that kind of like, it's starting to look familiar.
You can provide like an incredible amount of value and kind of feed the market in your area, or like find the market that has some kind of need.
You don't need to participate in the big drama. But the fact that there is big drama happening in the world gives the world the context. You will see the soldiers, going to war. You will feel it.
Everyone finds a role to play because everyone in the world of Pax Day matters.
I got really excited about the game because I ran in the empty world. And I could imagine in my head, like at some point in years to come, all of these buildings will be built by somebody real, like an actual person. And that felt really nice. I want to be part of this, building this crazy world.
No, the stream's not almost over. I'm going to be going for quite a few more hours.
It's going to be a long journey.
You feel like it looks too realistic. MMOs should be mystical, not realistic. So you wouldn't mind beautiful graphics, but you want more what to it? Less realism? More of like what? Like a WoW art style where it's more cartoony, more stylized is another way to say that. Looks amazing, but I agree about the gameplay. Yeah, I mean, it's all going to come down to gameplay. At the end of the day, a beautiful MMO doesn't mean anything, right? At the end of the day, if it's not fun to play, no one's going to care. Yeah. More creative, but in what way? Like, what's an example of a look you like? I guess. Well, I got too cartoony. You don't remember being so colorful? Well, I thought Dragonflight was gorgeous. But I would love to see Dragonflight in Unreal Engine 5, like with a little more realism to it. It's just it's a little cartoony. I'd love to see it like maybe still vibrant, but just more polygons. Cartoon is fun, but you like the Real too. I like both. I like one or the other it can be, if the art's great, it'll work. What engine does Blizz use? I think that's an in-house engine. I don't know what the name I don't know what they call it. I think that's exclusive to WoW. Seems too much of an early cobbled together tech demo, very skeptical. Well, that's the thing, right? When it's just showing, whenever you see one of these MMO trailers and it's just a person walking through foliage, that doesn't actually take that long to build. That doesn't take that long to build an Unreal Engine, right? A talented developer could probably do something like that in a little more than an afternoon, right? Like, oh, plop the character model in, plop some foliage around it, and have them walk, and it just looks beautiful in this engine. Like people were saying, I need to see combat, I need to see systems, I need to see the meat and the potatoes of this. But 3 to 4 hours, you think? Yeah. So yeah, it's like that. Like it's the more of these that come out and they end up being empty, the more skeptical I get. But that's not to say this won't be great. It might be. I think it's definitely too early to get hyped about it, though.
We view being the stagehands of PAX Day as being more like a marathon rather than a single performance.
Mike Morhaime invested money into this game. So did the former King CEO, Riot Games, and other known games. Really? Wow. Yeah. So it seems like this game has attracted a lot of attention from people in the industry. Does Blizzard reuse the same engine for all of their games? I don't know for sure about that. I'm not sure. They also have Microsoft backing. Oh, they haven't disclosed in what capacity. Interesting.
And that's kind of the key to standing up a world like this and also creating the team around it.
We are incredibly excited to see how players will build, civilizations up from, the small house into the small villages, into the towns, into the cities, building out the infrastructure for farming and crafting and blacksmithing and alchemy and finding the resources and studying the magic.
Seeing things that we haven't even imagined so far.
The hallmark of any good MMO is to have an initial theory of how the game will evolve, but understand.
So there's like 2 reasons you would announce your MMO at this stage, where you don't even have gameplay to show yet. You don't have combat to show yet, right? Like, you're either going to try to get funding from people or you're trying to attract talent to work on it. One of those 2 things, right? Probably. Because right now it's too early. There's really nothing to show here. So far, we haven't seen anything other than people walking around, and we saw a bow shoot at a deer or something once, but we've seen no systems, no combat. Yeah. It looks beautiful, though.
Completely that the game...
AOC did that, but they did it to get money from people. That's what I'm saying. There's only 2 reasons you would really show it this early. That's to get money from people, or to attract like talented developers or something that might want to, like, if you feel like nobody's applying to work for you, you can't get anybody to work on it. Pretty sure they already have the talent. It's definitely an investment pitch. You think this is for getting more money from people? In
10 years, 20 years, will probably be completely different from the initial game. It's the game of a lifetime.
I believe it's going to be something incredible.
I can't wait to people to play the game and see how they like it.
Yes, I want to see people's faces playing the game and discovering everything that we've prepared for them.
Stage is yours, and we just can't wait to see the world that you make of it.
Looks gorgeous though, man. I'm like that scene right there, dude. Like, I can't wait to be playing MMOs that look like this. This game's called PAX Day. It's it looks like it's super early in development. You know, long ways out. We didn't get to see a lot of the game, just kind of the idea of what they want the world to look like. Yeah. But it looks gorgeous.
So please go to playpaxday.com or find PAX Day on Steam, wishlist us, and we'll begin opening up access for our first wave of testers.
Wishlist it. So you're going to be able to buy early access. Probably.
For too long.
There it is. Okay, that makes sense. Backstage. Cool. There you guys go. If you're curious about that.